completed subscription term, I believe, and there are few fields on product options we completed, and we decided to start on product feature. There are multiple batches. Sometimes I can skip few things, so just remind me. Frankly, I'm trying to write down the notes whatever I'm completing for each batch. So I'm trying to keep those notes. But be honest, like you can anytime like raise the concern like this is not completed or yesterday we completed this. That will really help for me. Okay, so today we are going to start with the product feature. Just want to recap, we created mechanical bundle. Inside that we created two product options, three product options. Okay, so three product options, and then we discuss fields from product option, fields from product object. So all the each and every field is very important. And take assignment, take miss, as I mentioned, I'm not sure how we should learn the things. Even I'm learning in the phase of learning for the Salesforce billing. So we started this project in October 2020, like Salesforce billing in my company, and I was completely blank with Salesforce billing. And even that is new technology coming in market, so no one is there, no one is training these things, no one has this material ready, we don't have any trailheads for that. Still I'm learning those things. How I will, I'm just sharing my experience. I started learning those each and every object similar to that product. For example, similar to product, we have their billing rule and tax rules there in the Salesforce billing. I started to understand each and every field because that is the starting point. You should understand each and every field end to end. Don't worry, because if you understood the fields and logic, that is the first step of learning. If you directly think on the end to end scenario and you don't have any basic knowledge, obviously that will be very difficult to everyone to explain all these things. So even I'm learning from Salesforce billing side, like how we can understand each and every field from that object. So this is how the my way of teaching as well, like all these things. So we discuss all the fields from product, we discuss concept obviously, and then we discuss each and every field. And even you understood now how these fields are taking, I mean how these fields can impact on your uh, sales rep code line editor screen, right? So these things will change. So obviously if you want to take assignment, don't worry about assignment and everything, just understand like what it's doing. Just uncheck this, try on code line editor, what is the output, just exclude this, what is the output on opportunity, right? I mean, like these things you can test. Asset, we discuss end-to-end flow. So at least try these things. That is my point. When we discuss product options fields as well. So try to understand all these fields. What are these type? What will happen? What will happen with bundle? What will happen if I check required? So all these things. Start practicing these things. And today onwards, like we are moving ahead with there is one more concept on bundle level feature. So what is this feature? If you go to the code, feature is again as you mentioned, like feature is again one of the grouping techniques, right? So you can group the products again. So let's say uh, this is the assignment. Actually, you can take this as assignment. So you can have, for example, one bundle. Inside that you can have different product option, and again you want to divide that. So let me instead of sheet 2, I will go ahead with this. So let's say I have one bundle, that is bundle 1. I will say this is my what I can say, mechanical bundle, right? So I will take say an example. This is my mechanical bundle, and I want to, instead of that mechanical bundle, I will say this is my software bundle. Same, I can have hardware bundle as well. Okay, so inside that bundle I can have different products. So for example, product 1, product 2, product, you can create your own products. It's not like I will be giving the real-time scenario as well. And here as well you have few products. So I will say this many products. So this is my first bundle, I have added these many product options inside. This is another bundle, I added this many product. Again I want to divide these products into another category, right? I'm giving four product example here, but you can have 400 products as well inside the bundle. How you can divide again those 400 products, right? So consider this as 400 product, right? How you will divide again these products into different categories. So what you need to do, you can divide those again by creating feature. So your first feature can be software from CS software, I mean computer science related softwares. So you can create one more feature here. You can create another feature here, which can be medical software. So you can say this is medical software related things. So customer can easily sell these two products inside that and these two products inside that. Similar for hardware as well. You can create bundle inside this bundle. I mean, you created first bundle, you can create one more bundle and you can again divide that, but instead of creating bundles, multiple bundle, that is nested bundle concept, right? So instead of creating multiple bundles, you can divide those things again into one of the group. So you are going with the generic concept and you are going to the very specific level. So you can divide again into the different things. So that is the feature. So let me uh, try to explain here. So if I have this particular bundle, mechanical bundle, right? I want to SLM and CAD, those are the actual software licenses. And this is my maintenance license. So what I can do, this two should be go with the inside the actual license feature, and this should go to the maintenance license. So what I will do, I will create one feature and will divide those things, because right now if I go to edit lines, how I can see the screen. If I selected mechanical bundle, I will say, and don't consider these are only three products. Every time I created three because we don't have time to create 300 products here. You can think we have 300 products with 100 products with software license, actual license, and 300 with the maintenance license. So we can divide those into different categories, right? So if I add products here, think in that way. Otherwise, you will think like, why I am dividing those. If I selected mechanical bundle, which we created, right? Inside that we will have this many options. So by default, this is my feature. How you are reading this screen, every time I'm saying this is configure product screen. Inside that I have mechanical bundle. Inside that I can have this feature. Other option is by default feature. Even if you have not created any feature, by default feature is other options. And inside that you have product options, and product options we are calling as actual product. I just want to divide these two into different category and this into different category. So what I will do, I will create feature. So I will click on feature. I will say this is my actual license or software license, software licenses. Okay, and I will give number. This is first number. So automatically your configured SKU is there. So anyways, feature is only for the bundles. So automatically from where you are creating feature, I'm creating from mechanical bundle. So automatically your configured SKU is your mechanical bundle. And I'm selecting here option selection method as click. I will come back to that and I will just save this record, and we'll come back and explain all these minimum options. Mean at least one option should be selected from this particular feature. So I will save this for now, and I will come back and explain all other fields. So I created one simple feature here. If I go to the related list on bundle, I can see this feature is created, right? But there is no difference. If I cancel, if I select mechanical bundle again, even I don't see any difference. I don't see software or any other, right? So what you need to do, you need to assign that feature to which product option should be eligible for that particular feature. So I'm saying these two product options should be added inside the feature, and this should go to the another feature. So let me add this software license feature to product options. That is the next step. So I'm saying SLM and CAD, I will open the both the product option, right? I open both the product options. So if you remember, like I mentioned that I will come back and explain this particular feature on product options. So we discussed all these fields, but feature we have not discussed. So what is this feature? You need to assign this feature here. So what is my feature name? That is software licenses. So I will assign save it. Similar for this is for SLM. Similar to CAD, I open that product option and I will assign that feature here. So this is the second step, software licenses. You are done with that. I will close these product options. Second thing is I need to create one more feature for this maintenance. So I will create one more feature here. That feature name is like maintenance licenses. Okay. I will give second number so it will display at second place, and I will say click as all your option selection method. So it will give you the click means this click, right? So I will save this. I will save a new option. So now I created one more feature, maintenance, and I will go and assign this feature to one of the option, that is product option 12. So I will go and assign this to maintenance. Okay, and I will save this record. What I did now, if I refresh this screen, you will see all the changes on product bundle. So all these things, whatever the feature we are discussing, is again related to bundle. So it's not outside available. I mean, those will not available outside. You can see we have these four options, three options and two feature. We assign this feature to these two products, SLM and CAD. You can see feature software licenses, and for maintenance we can see maintenance license. That is my again feature. Now if I cancel this and if I select mechanical bundle, I should see the different tabs there. You can see I have this configure screen, I have this mechanical bundle selected. Inside that I have software licenses as my feature and maintenance license as my feature. Inside this feature I can have different product options, right? Which you can select, change the pricing, whatever you want to do inside this thing. So this is the way you can divide your group of bundle products into different categories. So easily they can understand like which product category I want. Because for example, they don't want to purchase maintenance. They will, your sales rep will understand I don't need to select anything from here. You can just go ahead, check what is my software licenses. They can easily select those products. So your intention is like to guide your sales rep to select the products, right? That is your intention. So that's the reason we are dividing those products again. And I can see choose at least one of the following, because if you go to the feature, I selected minimum option as one. You should select at least one product here. Here as well, you can see choose at least one of the following. If I try to save this, it will fire error that you have not selected too few options selected in maintenance license, because you have not selected at least one product from here. If you select that, then you can go ahead and save. And this feature will not be creating quote lines. Mechanical bundle, it will create quote line, and whatever the product option you are selecting, it will create a quote line. Feature is just for this particular screen. Even if you save that, your feature will not be there. Feature is something for this particular screen, configure product. Even I can see I selected mechanical bundle, I selected SLM, CAD and maintenance product. So those will come inside this bundle. I don't need to care about feature. Your end customer will not care about your what is your feature and everything. So whatever you are saving, only first quote line, second quote line, third quote line, fifth quote line, all these five quote lines will be created. Feature, we don't create any quote lines. Any questions?
Rahul, just
So,
one.
so in
Please go ahead.
yeah, Rahul. So, thank you. So, Rahul, in practical life environment, do we have any scenario where we can use the groups instead of that features?
Yes, as I mentioned, right? So I think you were not there. So what is the difference between code and feature? Some code group and feature. Feature you can reuse on whenever you are going with that particular bundle. You can use feature. You don't need to create anything. But group is something for that particular transaction, right? Whatever the transaction you are creating group for that particular code. It's not that should not be that cannot be used outside the code, that particular group. And grouping concept is basically when you are aware about the all these things. I mean, if you are a sales rep, you are aware about all the software licenses, maintenance license, then you can create your own two groups. You can assign whatever the products there, just for your understanding that this is my first group for software and this is my second group for maintenance. You can create that. But as I mentioned, that is just for that particular local transaction. I mean, that particular code, it cannot be used outside. And feature you can use outside as well, as that will be consistent with all the bundle. I mean, that particular bundle, whenever you are adding, for example, you have three codes, you are adding same bundle, you will get all these feature screen. And there are few more advantages of using feature, which we will be discussing. You on feature you can add discount schedule. On feature you can run product rule. On feature you can run price rule. So there are few concepts coming as part of coming sessions. So we will be discussing those, but that those concepts are not applicable for code group. Code group is something just for your understanding. You can create your own code group here, add group, and you can add these products there. It's just for your purpose, how you want to divide those things. It's not adding any value when you are actually going with another code. It's just for this particular code. Is
Yeah,
it
got
correct?
it, Rahul.
I mean,
Thank you.
yes. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Rahul, I was
Yeah, Nathan, go ahead.
yeah, thank you. So I was thinking of a scenario on the fly. If we have, let's say, I want to do categorization based on subscription term of the product. So let's say if I have option one, SLM basic package for 1 year, that is 12 months of subscription term, and then CAD basic package again for 12 months, but maintenance may be for 6 months. Okay,
Mhm.
so we basically would be creating two features, right, based on subscription term. Can I, uh, in real time scenario, is this would be the correct approach?
Um, I'm just thinking from business side. Your scenario is correct. I mean, obviously, based on subscription term, you can divide, but I don't see that is the business case. As of now,
Because
I
it will
haven't.
create two different contracts, right, at the end
Yes.
of the process,
No, in that
and
case,
then
you
we may.
cannot go with the feature actually. In that case, you can go with the grouping because feature will not allow you to change the subscription term, right? If you go to the feature, right? If you go,
Mm,
sorry, that's good scenario actually, but it's reverse thing. You cannot. Let me ungroup these things. I'm just ungrouping.
mm.
Why it's not
So if we
ungrouping?
combine
Maybe
two packages in one subscription term of 12 months, then we will need to apply all pricing and product-based rules based
exactly.
on this feature.
Yeah, that's correct, but you cannot achieve that with the help of feature because on feature,
Okay.
cancel this code. On feature, we don't have mechanism or any concept to change the, even if like for example, you created this particular feature for
Mm,
the, for example, 1 year license, and another
mm,
feature is for semi-annual, that is 6 month term.
mm,
You know, and that's the reason you are creating feature and adding product options there. And by
mm,
when you are actually selling with the help of this screen, for example, mechanical bundle, you need, like, this is for 1 year for example, and this is for 6 month term. You can select
mm.
products, but you don't have control to change that here. Whatever coming from there, it will come as it is, right? So if I save this particular thing, oh sorry, I need to select this. So that particular product subscription term will come, but quote level we have only one subscription term, right? For example, as you mentioned, I have one product with 12 subscription term and another product with 6 month
Mm,
subscription term. I
mm,
added both the
mm,
products on quote, but that quote has subscription term
mm.
of 8 months. What will happen? In
Okay.
this case,
Mm,
quote subscription term will be the master subscription term. All your pricing will be based on 8 months because your quote subscription term is 8 months. But as you
mm,
mentioned, if you still want to change subscription term
mm,
based on grouping, you need to create
mm,
group. You cannot go with the
mm.
feature.
So basically, we
But that
would
is
need
very,
to
very good
create
scenario.
two codes actually.
Two quotes, otherwise one quote with different groups. You can handle this subscription term at group
Different
level.
group.
You can give 6 month
Mm,
here, and you can create one
mm,
more group with the 12 month, whatever you are expecting, 12 here. This way
mm,
you can create
mm,
both the, I mean, you can achieve this requirement on same code, and whenever order
mm,
is created, it will create
mm,
order, and even there is order splitting logic as well. If you want to split the order based on subscription term, you can do that one as well,
mm.
but we will discuss
So
that as part of
within
order
group, okay.
creation.
Sorry, I have interrupted you. So have another follow-up question on this. So within group, can I have feature?
Within group, yes, but how, I will explain. This is group, right? You can click on add
Mm,
products, and then you will get the fresh screen. This is how the thing will work, mechanical bundle, and you will get all these features and everything. But when you add these products, for example, I added these 3 products again. If I save this, you will not get any feature there. So my group will have mechanical bundle and 3 products. Inside that group, when you add products, you will get bundle, and inside that bundle you have features. But when you are thinking about grouping, those will only
Mhm.
display the products or product options. Is it clear or confusing?
Uh, I actually, I think I lost it in between. So within group, if I want to add features in the group, as in sub-child of group, um, so it will add product directly, not the bundle. Is this what you were
Correct.
saying?
Yes. So what I'm trying to say, forget about group, forget about all this grouping and everything. If you don't have a group,
Mm,
okay,
mm,
what you are
mm.
trying to say, let me ungroup these things. Okay. So I am doing all this ungrouping and deleting all these lines. I'm just trying to
Mm.
explain what is feature. Don't mix grouping and feature. What is feature? Feature is just helping you to divide or segregate the uh, whole file.
Basically,
I mean,
subcategory of bundle itself.
subcategory of the bundle. Correct. So it will not, and even grouping is also subcategory of bundle. But grouping is something
Mm,
you can combine multiple things there, and you can add a subscription term that is part of Salesforce. When you add products, if you
mm,
selected bundle, mechanical bundle, then and
mm.
then your bundle will be divided into subcategory, that is software licenses and maintenance. This is just for
Great.
selection purpose. It's not adding any business value, or it's not helping anywhere. When you leave the screen, that's it. Feature is not in the scope, right? But
Okay.
product options and bundle will be always in scope, because you are selecting mechanical bundle and you are selecting these 3 product options. So SLM, CAD and
Mm,
maintenance. You don't need to worry
mm.
about these features. Once you save this, this particular feature concept will lost. Like, you don't need to worry about that. You have
So
selected
feature
mechanical
is
bundle,
kind
and
of
you can select
labeling only.
exactly. It's just helping you to select products.
Mm,
It's not adding
okay.
any value when you save the code.
Okay. I think I
Yeah,
got
and
it now.
grouping.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, and grouping is something you can again divide these particular products into group. First group can be for
Mm,
6 months, another group for 12 months. And there, if you
mm.
add product, again you will get same screen to select bundle and select the product option, and you will see the features there. So it's just for selection purpose. It's not adding any value. That's the only thing.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Any more questions? Anyone? But that's really good question. I mean, both Mohit and Kanchana. Sorry, Nutan. So because these things you should clarify what is the difference between group and feature as well. So you will not forget. Okay, so and there is few fields on group product feature. Uh, we discussed like minimum options means you should at least select one options from there, right? So as I mentioned, if I selected maximum options as well, for example, here I selected 2. What it means, you should select at least one and maximum 2 options from this particular feature. So these things you will achieve. For example, if I selected mechanical bundle, this is the beauty of Salesforce CPQ. See, it's saying choose at least one, but no more than 2 of the following. I don't have more than 2 now, but I'm just giving example, right? So you can select minimum 1, maximum 2 from this particular feature. Sorry. So this is the way of handling this feature concept. So that is the one thing. I will remove this because I don't need maximum options. And there is category as well. You can divide this hardware feature for hardware and software. It's up to you, but this is not adding any logic. You can use these fields in the price rule. Discount schedule, this field we can discuss as part of discounting and pricing session. Option selection method, there are different option selection method. As I mentioned, click. But if I select this to add, yesterday I discussed, right? So if I change this to add, what will happen? Instead of clicking this, click means you can select like this, and add means you will get add button. If I cancel this and if I again select this mechanical bundle, right, I don't see this particular, this is required, that's the reason automatically added, but I will see add options button. Once I click on add options button, then and then you can go and select whatever the product you want, and you can click on add button here. So those will be added automatically. This is not the good way. uh, the to have add options as button, there is one rule, actually filter rule. We will discuss what is the use of that. Otherwise there is no use of selecting option selection method as add. right? And what is dynamic? Dynamic is the something, we have dynamic bundle concept in CPQ. So whatever the things you want to dynamically select based on some criteria, that as part of dynamic bundles, we will cover that. So there is concept in maybe slide number 40 or something. Maybe after 2 3 sessions, we'll discuss that dynamic. So at that time, we will come back to this dynamic option selection method. And these are the two fields: dynamic option filter field set, dynamic option lookup field set. So these are the only three fields we will discuss as part of dynamic bundle. There is one concept actual dynamic bundle, so we'll come back to that. Right now I will say click and save this. Moving back to our PPT just to check like if you covered everything. So you can mention the definition of feature is group of product options within a bundle, right? So feature is a group of product option within a bundle, it's not outside the bundle. And bundles can have any number of features and features can have any number of options. So as I mentioned, we created two features and assigned to multiple product options, but one product option can have only one feature. You cannot do multiple things. So for example, this product option, you can assign to the one feature. It's this same product option you cannot assign to the another feature, right? So that is the one thing. Maximum options on feature we discussed. How many maximum options you can select there. Okay. Any comment on feature? And then there is a new concept we can start from tomorrow. I think we can start that concept tomorrow. At least you understood like what is feature, and tomorrow we can start an option constraint. So whatever this week or next week we are discussing from bundle side, these are the bundle related feature, not these features, CPQ features. Huh? So all these feature are coming from, for example, this will be, will cover this is as part of pricing, contracted pricing, all these things. We covered optional for, we covered options, we covered feature. So this is how option constraint. So all these related lists are very important, and that is a single feature, and we will discuss that in pieces. So you should understood all this concept, and tomorrow we will discuss option constraint, like what is this option constraint. It's again very good feature provided by Salesforce CPQ package. So option constraint. So let's continue tomorrow on that, and then we can start with the, there are a couple of topics actually: attributes, set, and multiple thing, configuration attribute, and then we will start with the product rules. When you start with the product rule, there is magic actually. You will understand like how we can add the custom logic in the on the code line editor screen. So we are again and again playing on these two screen. That's the reason from first lecture I'm saying product syllabus is very vast. Like we have multiple things to discuss. It can take more than 2 weeks as well, and I don't worry about that. You should understood as my purpose, and then we can actually start pricing, discounting, and all other concept. It will not take more time. But this products thing, 50%, once we're done with the product setup and everything, 50% syllabus is done, because it's like product is the main thing, right? Then and then we can say we are good Salesforce CPQ developer. Otherwise it's very difficult. That's the reason I'm spending more time here. Any questions, comment? I'm done from my side for today. No questions?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, great. I don't see more people here. That's the reason we are ending with one concept, because at least you can test this feature to today itself. And tomorrow, same time, I think same link, hopefully. We will continue from tomorrow and day after tomorrow.